I would say the reality stars can't laugh at themselves as much. You have certain divas that, yeah, they think you're, and I do find myself avoiding those people when I'm out. It's awful.
We all know your impersonations and you're so spot on, that's why the judges loved it and the audience in the first place. Do you ever come into difficulty with celebs because you are, I guess, not mocking them, it's like a caricature, isn't it, that what you do? Do they take it well, or do some of them?
I think the superstars, the real stars that I do, love it. I've always taken it well. I would say the reality stars can't laugh at themselves as much, take themselves a bit too seriously. Some, I mean, I do get certain reality stars who are going to be on a certain show and they actually message me saying, make sure you do me, you know, when I'm on that show. So some of them love it, but you have certain divas that, yeah, they think you're, and I do find myself avoiding those people when I'm out. It's awful, you know, that I feel that I can't just go up and say hello, because I'm genuinely, like, I genuinely think they're great and I love watching them, but I don't think they like watching me do them. So that's when it becomes a little bit of a problem, and it's a shame. But I recently had a little bit of an incident with Nasty Nick.
What happened with that one?
Oh my God, it was shocking. I did a show, it was a live show, and I was a guest. And I've done June Brown ever since I can remember. I think she was probably one of my first impressions. I remember being in school, in the school playground, with crowds of kids around me and going, oh, I say, it's my Nick, all those years ago. And she loved it. I'd done it for her. And it was after I was on the show, and John Altman was sitting with the girl who was presenting it, and she got her video, and I thought she was taking a picture, so I went to pose with him, whatever. She went, no, I'm doing a video. So I thought, well, she's doing a video, she obviously wants me to do Dot, because there's Nick. And I started to do Dot, and he literally went nuts. He went, so I delete that now, and then he pushed his hand towards me. I didn't even have a phone in my hand. I don't know where this hand came from, but my son was sort of taking pictures, so he pressed it. It was one of those live pictures, and you just see his arm flying towards me. My son was like in shock, the way he was shouting at me. That's disrespectful. Like, he could have said it in a nice way. Oh no, sorry, I don't really want to do that, you know. He started shouting and going nuts, and it was really awkward. I stayed like a lady, I never said a word, and I just walked away. But I was taken aback by it, because I'm not taking the mick, that's my talent. You know, she's videoing for a reason, and like, June Brown's a legend. Like, people still do Cilla Black and Elvis and people that are living legends, like.
Well, for one, it's tough that your son had to see that reaction.
That was awful.
Well.
That was awful.
Also, I guess you kept calm and there were other people around, but you didn't know how he was going to react if he's physically moved. I mean, was there a moment you thought he was kind of losing his head, he didn't know what he was doing?
Maybe. He might have had a couple of drinks. I mean, I'm not going to judge him. It doesn't matter. It's done. But, you know, if I see him around, I'd never say hello.
Yeah. Well,
no.
I mean, who are you kind of working on at the minute, and does that type of incident shape who you kind of think, actually, I'll try them, because they seem like a nice person, or they seem a bit gruff, so I'm going to leave them? I
don't actually ever do anybody, because I do people that I generally love watching, that I'm a big fan, like I'm a fan of. Like, anybody I do, I would hope no one ever takes insult, because I'm not taking the mick. I've been doing this since I was a child. This is my talent. I do you because I like watching you, you know. So I just want everyone to know that it's a compliment if I'm doing your impression. I'm not doing it because I'm just taking the mick out of you. I'm generally an impressionist, and that's what I do. You have to be more careful nowadays. Like, you know, I used to say certain things and to make it funny, or, you know, if I was a certain character, yeah, sometimes I would put a cushion to make myself look a bit bigger, or, you know, you can't do that now. You have to be really careful, because you do get people on TikTok who go, you're a bully, you're trolling. And I know, I'm not, you know, but then other people love it.